Hello, fans, and welcome to the Triple T platform. On today's episode, we have a very special guest. And as we said last time, we are going to be bringing you content that will help elevate your lives, motivate you. And on today's session, the founder of Triple T will give us an insight into his very close friend and his career into that life insurance space. So without further ado, Mr. T Fresh, back to you.
Well, thank you for having me today. Like you said it, in today's episode, you're going to talk about life insurance. And like you said it, have a very competent person up here from the industry. His name is Mr. Fred Bredu. So without wasting time, I'd like Mr. Bredu to take the platform and introduce yourself to my viewers. So Mr. Bredu, so go ahead.
Thank you, viewers. My name is, as my friend here mentioned, Fred Bredu. And myself, I've been in the financial services industry for about 18 years now. And I specialize in life insurance, the various types of it. And today we will be discussing the need for life insurance, the types of life insurance, and what benefit it offers to holders of the policy.
That's great. So talking about life insurance, I would like to tell my viewers and the fans, first of all, why do we even need life insurance?
Excellent question. So first of all, life insurance is a very useful product for everyone to have, especially if you have dependent children or if you have any person that you care about, like could be parents, even if you are not married yet. Anyone that depends on your income for survival, it's important to protect their flow of income even when you are no longer there. So life insurance serves as a replacement to the person, and it performs the duties that the individual will do if he were to be alive. So if that person is gone, life insurance will basically replace the duties of that individual. For example, will be, obviously we all have mortgages to pay. If you're no longer there, well, someone still needs to pay for the mortgage for you. Is that correct?
All right, that's great.
Like car payments, taking care of our children, and a few other things.
All right, awesome, excellent. So I'd like you to explain to me the different type of life insurance we have, just in case anyone wants to purchase. Could you elaborate the type of insurance they need to have?
Excellent question. So for life insurance, we have two main types. One is the permanent, and the other one is the temporary, or we mostly call it term life insurance. So if you talk about life insurance, these are the two main types that we have available in the markets.
All right. So what is the difference between term and permanent? What is the difference?
Excellent. So by the name permanent, it means that it remains for as long as you are alive and you pay your monthly premium. It never expires. Now, the term one has a specific time frame that it will elapse or expire, in basic words. If that plan, nothing happens to you, then it will end at the end of that term. So for example, if we say term 25, it means if nothing happens to the policy holder, by the age of 25, it will elapse or expire and nothing happens. There will be no payout. A permanent one, like I said, remains for as long as you live. There's no specific time frame until that person passes away. And as long as you continue to pay your monthly premium, it will be there to protect you.
Oh, wow. That is excellent. Okay. So I would like you to tell the viewers, okay? For example, myself, I have young kids, okay? So why do I need it? Why do I need life insurance? Why?
Excellent question. So as I mentioned, when a person passes away, the expenses do not stop with them. The bills that we pay, the mortgage, property taxes, taking care of our children, it never stops when a person passes away. So life insurance replaces your duties that you normally perform while you were still alive. Like I mentioned, we'll still continue to pay for your mortgage, take care of your children's education, pay all your bills and other expenses. So the purpose of life insurance is to replace your duties when you are no longer available to perform those duties financially.
Okay. So basically, what you just said, it replaced the income in case the breadwinner is not in the house, so the life insurance will take care of that.
Absolutely.
All right. So let's say if somebody need life insurance, okay, how do they proceed or how do they go by it?
It's actually very simple. For life insurance purchases, you first need a licensed insurance advisor, and the license is given by the provinces. So myself here, I'm based out of Alberta here, and I'm licensed, of course, in my home province. I also have a license in Saskatchewan and Ontario, which means I'm licensed to sell life insurance products in all these three provinces: Alberta here, Saskatchewan, and Ontario. And other provinces, I work with a team that have licenses in other provinces as well. So for example, if you need life insurance in Manitoba, I can refer you to one of my teammates, and they can help you out in those other provinces.
So, Mr. Bredo, I would like you to let the viewers and my fans know, you know, in our community, in the Africans in general, there's a conception of life insurance being a taboo, that when you buy life insurance, that means you're going to die. So can you explain to the viewers about the importance of life insurance and that misconception so people can take it off from their mind and have purchase the life insurance in case something happens? Because anything can happen anytime to anybody. It doesn't matter if you're young, old, healthy, it can happen to anybody. So explain to the viewers about the importance of life insurance again.
Excellent question. So first of all, I understand why some people might think life insurance is a taboo, because they believe once I buy it, I'm going to die the next day.
No.
I'm an African myself, and I totally can relate to those people. Now, that sort of like misconception is due to lack of understanding of what life insurance is and what it does for people. Now, talking about that, I have a real life experience where when I used to be with one of the big 5 banks, I had an experience where a lady came in. She had 2 young children, and she was actually in tears. And I asked her what the issue was, and she told me that unfortunately her husband had passed away, and that she was trying to retrieve $1,400 from the late husband's bank account. And at that time, they had been kicked out of their homes. The kids, I realized that they didn't have any education savings plan in place, and the lady was not working. She was a stay-at-home mother, so she didn't have any source of income. And I checked the profile, and I realized that the late husband was about the same age as myself, 2 young children. Back in 2014, I had 2 young children myself, so I could relate to her. And I asked myself, if God forbid this were to happen to me, how would my family, how would my wife and children cope in my absence? So this really made me think deeply about the need to address the importance of life insurance, especially to our community and those who believe there's no need for life insurance, that indeed anything can happen to anyone at any time. Now, the story I'm sharing here, the husband, again, was around my age, and I'm in my early 40s. I'm not an old person. So, unfortunately, it was a tragic accident that happened. And of course, we don't know what's going to happen to us tomorrow. Yes, indeed, there are some jobs that are very high risks than others. But that's not to say only those who work in those industries that are high risk need life insurance, because even anybody can pass away tragically. We pray against that, but that could happen to anybody regardless of your job or the risky nature of what you do. There's a few other stories that I could share with you, but just for time's sake, again, I want to drive home that if you get life insurance, it doesn't mean that you are going to die.
No, not at all.
It's a way to show your love for your family, that you want to protect your family in case you are no longer there to provide for them. So if you have any additional questions or any additional concerns, I would love to talk to you one-on-one and explain to you the need to have life insurance in place.
Hey, Mr. Bredu, I've heard a lot of stories regarding life insurance from people and viewers. And some of them is like, okay, when you have the life insurance, they won't pay you. Is it true? Can you explain it to my viewers? You are, as an expert, explain to the viewers, let them understand.
That's an excellent question. Yes, some people have some doubts and concerns about getting life insurance because they believe when it comes to payout time, that's when they passed away, their families will not even get the proceeds from the life insurance. Now, the way to answer this is very simple. Life insurance is based on trust, and there are very few exclusions. That means conditions that will not have the life insurance pay out to the beneficiaries. And the number one exclusion is if a person dies within the first 24 months of obtaining life insurance by suicide, then the life insurance company may not pay out. Again, I repeat, suicide within 24 months.
All right.
Because the purpose in the past was some people will buy a large life insurance policy and then they will go out and commit suicide maybe a month or 2 months later,
Okay.
with the hope of leaving a large amount to their families. So suicide clause is the number one clause that excludes life insurance from being paid out to the beneficiaries. And then there are a few other exceptions, such as misrepresentation, someone saying they are male when they are actually a female, or they give inaccurate information about their date of birth, try to save some money there. So these are some of the challenges. But again, if you call me individually, I can explain to you the other exclusions that we may have about life insurance. Thank you.
All right, so Mr. Bredu, so how do my viewers and the fans get hold of you in case any of them need life insurance? How did they reach out to you?
Excellent. So for myself, you can reach me directly by my phone number, which is 587-224-3485. Now repeat, 587-224-3485, which shows on the bottom of the screen as well. And I also can direct you to my personal website as well, which is eauclairpartners.com, which shows on the screen below.
Again, his number is 587-224-3485. 587-224-3485. He's also in partner with Eau Claire, so you can always reach out, okay? So before we let you go, Mr. Bredu, is there any comment or you like to let the viewers know before I let you go?
Great question. So definitely we want to thank you for your time. And just before I leave here, I will say you may have a life insurance policy in place, which is great. But the question is this still valid? Is this still active? So it's important that at least you have an annual review with an advisor to make sure that the policy is still adequate, is still active, because a policy may expire or elapse without you knowing. So it's important to speak to an advisor like myself, and I will do a free review with you, no strings attached. And you can contact me again via my phone number, 587-224-3485.
All right, thank you. So as you heard, we hear from the expert. He can give you a free review. So please reach out to Mr. Fred Bredu. Again, his phone number is 587-224-3485. He will give you a free review, give you a free quote. There's no string attached. Great guy. I've worked with him for the past almost 8 years right now. And I think he did my policy for me. Have given me a lot of referral. And everybody who go out to him is always have good view about him. Okay, so reach out to Fred Radio. So please look out for the next episode. We're coming. Bless up. Thank you.